How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and welcome to a video on Fortnite. And more specifically, I'm going to be talking about my skins in my locker. I'm not going to be going over like the umbrellas or the capes or anything like that because they don't really matter to me. And if they do, I'll put them in a preset. So I'm sorry if you did want to see that. But I'm just going to be going over these skins because seeing people's skins in their locker is so cool. You get to see what they like, what they don't like, the battle pass skins that they had when they first started with the first battle pass, so on and so forth. So regardless, let me start with this skin. It was one of the first skins I actually bought back in like chapter 1 because I thought it was just cool. It was around St. Patrick's Day and I really like the way it looks. The character too, I think she's one of the better default models, so I just like whatever. The few V-Bucks that I have that I could scrounge around, I pocketed them and I spent it on her. This is one of the few skins I was like, yeah, this skin is worth the price. And it was. Now this skin and this skin and this skin I have never in my life purchased. So the story behind those three skins immediately after Sergeant Green Clover was that they were purchased without my knowing from season 7 to chapter 2 season 1, and that was around the time where I stopped playing. And so when I came back just for a little bit to see what was going on, I saw that my name tag was just a bunch of strings and letters. And since it's been a long time since those skins were purchased, I couldn't refund them. I didn't even know you could refund them at the time. So I was just sitting there with less V-Bucks, more skins that I thought were ugly, and shame. Pure shame. So here's one of the battle pass skins that I got from season 2. And it's the first battle pass to ever come out for this game. And the reason why I have this is because me and my friend Reaper, we used to play this game back in the early days and all that. We dropped off way later, but when we first started, we didn't have any V-Bucks. Save the World wasn't a game mode yet. Even though Save the World was supposed to be the primary game mode, the fact that Battle Royale took off so heavily meant that they shifted their focus to this game mode now. Since Fortnite was blowing up and everybody was playing it and we were having the most fun back in 2017 playing it, we were like, why not? Why not get the Battle Pass, right? And so this is what it culminated in. And I will say, we did finish the Battle Pass. That's one achievement that I do have in this game. While I may not have finished the Doctor Strange Battle Pass, I did finish this one. And then you have another skin that I didn't buy. I hate it. And this skin I actually did buy. With the few V-Bucks that I got from the Battle Pass, I spent it on this skin. I thought it looked cool, back when the skins weren't crazy like this. Circuit Breaker and Sergeant Green Clover. These two skins were fire. I don't have them favorited now, which honestly I probably should, just out of for the love of the game. But these two used to hold me down a lot. Let me go to this skin. This is the Battle Pass skin. Alright, I thought this was a skin that somebody bought, but no. Because it's chapter 3 season 4, I was playing around this time. This is one of the skins I don't ever remember buying. This is from the PlayStation Plus pack that you would get all the way back in season 2. I had a PlayStation Plus at the time. I don't now. I had PlayStation Plus at the time and I don't now, and I haven't had it for 5 years. And granted, that's honestly because I never really felt the need to. Spending $60 a year for PlayStation Plus just never really seemed worth it to me. And granted, if you do that, that's perfectly fine. It's just a preference thing for me. I just never really deemed it necessary. For some reason, just never needed it to play online games. It's super weird. We have another Season 2 Battle Pass skin. With the Knight, here comes the Male Knight. Super fire. I love it. Moisty Meyer, Tomato. Man, look at all those places that are gone now. God rest her soul. And we have another Battle Pass skin. This one's cool. I don't really mind it, but it looks alright. Nothing crazy. This one from last season. I think it's cool. I want to wear it much though. Luckily, since I went crazy last season, I have like all the styles for him. So if I do wear it, I could just go crazy on him. This is another Battle Pass skin I don't really care for. It's pretty simple. It's still in the age where the skins were getting better, but they weren't at that dinosaur peak yet. Here's another Chapter 4 Season 2 skin. This one's pretty dope. Like I said, since I went crazy last season, we have some crazy stuff here. It's dope. This skin, I don't really have much to say on it, honestly. It's a Battle Pass skin. I don't really care for it though, so it's whatever. Now this, what you're looking at right here, is another Season 2 Battle Pass skin. This skin is pretty fire. If I uploaded during those Fortnite days, or even just back then period, you would see me and Reaper and the skins that we would wear all the time. And this is a skin that Reaper used to wear all the time because back then this skin was fire. Like this was the best you're gonna get from Fortnite. And it was in the Battle Pass too, so it was just cracked. This is another Battle Pass skin. I don't really care for it. This is another Battle Pass skin. I don't really care for it. Actually, no, I don't think it was a Battle Pass. I think it was an event. I don't remember, but it was season 7. This skin right here is another battle pass skin. This is around the time where we were starting to get into the groove of coming back into Fortnite. And it wasn't like the first season that we were back. It was the first season when we were really grinding, where we were really playing the game and just having a great time. Because Fortnite at the time was the only game that we would play, because Overwatch was just... So this is a skin from Chapter 3, Season 3. It's in the Battle Pass. And once Fortnite started adding the acrylics and the nail paint to their characters, bro, the designs just went off the charts, bro. For me especially. If you're a woman in my community, which I highly doubt because, come on, look at my channel, dog. There's no woman here. Know that you are respected and highly appreciated by me and the people that follow my ideals. Because acrylics and nail paint on women are peak cosmetics for women and just overall in general, whether it's male, female, if you choose to be non-binary, stuff like that. Acrylics and nail paint, dog, it's a wrap. This I think is a battle pass skin, and if it isn't, I don't remember ever buying it. This game has been out for so long, so I wouldn't even be surprised. This for sure though is a battle pass skin. I remember this skin because there's another one in the set. This I think is a battle pass skin. I do not remember what this is though. What even the battle pass was at the time. I think this one was like the pirate one or something like that, but I don't remember that. This was last season's battle pass skin. A really fire one, honestly. Since I grinded it out, we just have all these types of cosmetics. Really cool skin, honestly. I mess with it. She just looks cool. And we have this. I don't even have an opinion on it, to be honest. Like, it's just a cat with a beanie on. It's a alt punk type cat. Next, this is another battle pass skin. It was from the Night battle pass like 2 seasons ago. It's kind of dope, I'll be honest. It's kind of dope. Like, he has some cool skins. I like his braids. I like his look, honestly. Like, Fortnite has some cool looking character design. And we have this. Next up, we have another battle pass skin. This one's alright. I don't have any opinion on it. This one's kind of fire though. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know this was a thing for her. But it is what it is. Next, we move on to Indiana Jones, Mr. Harrison Ford himself. This skin I didn't really care for the mid-season drop. I thought it was alright. It's cool that it's Indiana Jones, but I'm not really attached to the character. I just like Harrison Ford because he's in Star Wars. But it's a cool skin, you know. I don't mind it. Next, we have Imani, one of my favorite skins, and you'll see her later on. I literally grinded out the battle pass just because I like the way that she looks. Look at all these styles, bro. This is her default one, but just tell me that this one isn't good looking or that this one isn't good looking, or like any of these aren't good looking, bro. They're so fire. And the squiggles too, literally so peak. And if you notice too, she has the acrylics on. Literally, it was over from the start, bro. The Jhene Aiko vibes. Okay. Next, we have this battle pass skin. I think it's alright. I like the braid, I like the Viking aesthetic, but not really much for me, so I'm just gonna move on. Next, we have this. This is from last season. I think it's alright. Again, I maxed out that season, so we have stuff like this, which does make it better. But overall, it's just an alright skin. I'm just gonna leave it there. Next, we have this, though. I do like Halsey. Halsey is one of those skins that's like, yeah, I'm getting the battle pass because of you. You're peak. And just like Imani, she gives me the same vibe, bro. She is, oh my goodness, she's fire. And again, the acrylics on, dog, you can never go wrong. This, I don't really care for it, to be honest, so I'm just gonna leave it there. It looks alright. I didn't max it out, so I didn't get to see him in that design. This, I don't even have any words for it, to be honest. It's just a bear inside of a suit. We're moving on. This is from the battle pass. I don't really care for it. It's more like a gag, but it's an iconic gag from this game, so I'm gonna mess with it. That, and we have this guy, the iconic default model. How can you go wrong with him? How can you go wrong? This is from season 6. I do remember this battle pass, at least a little bit. I think it's cool. I think I mess with this design for sure. Then we go over to her. She's from chapter 3, season 3. I think it's alright. I remember her loading screen and everything, but I don't really care for her that much. Then we have, I think, our first icon skin that's an anime character, because we had Indiana Jones. So we have Eren Yeager, the character for the mid-season drop of last season. And for that season, for all the drops that we got from it, kind of a weak drop because it didn't really get anything besides just this. It wasn't really anything except he just got a hoodie. And it's like, dang, bro, you could have given him some saucy design. Next we move on to Dusty. I think she's alright. Look at her, kind of fire, kind of rebel. She's alright to me. This, season 6, alright skin. I think she's cool, but not much, honestly. Next we have DJ Yonder. I do remember this though from the battle pass. This skin was kind of fire, so I'm not even gonna hate on it. It has the same vibe as Sparkle Specialist. so I mess with it. We go on to the skin, Chaos Agent. Now this skin is fire. Just look at him, dog. He looks so cool. He has 3 fingers. He has the vibe with the group going on. He's just so cool. This is a skin that I bought way back in the day, Chapter 2, Season 1. But next we move on to Bites. Not much for this guy, honestly. I like this though, it's kind of funny. Her, not much for her, honestly. I think she's a pretty plain design. It's her hair that really does it for me. We're like, oh, this is cool, this is nice. Now we move on to the legendaries. This is a battle pass skin, I know that for sure. I didn't finish it, but it was cool. This was a Save the World skin that I got for free. So I was like, oh shoot, that's vibes, that's vibes. It's a cool skin. I didn't use it for much, but it's a vibe. This, I don't know what this is. I generally just don't know. I know it's a battle pass skin, but like, why is there 2 people in it? What's going on? But next we have the tier 100 skin, the Ageless Champion. Now this skin is fire. This skin is so fire. And the reason why is because if you ever seen his glider, it's literally a bunch of steps descending down. So this skin already gets points for that. This skin is so dope. And if you missed out on it, I am so sorry because this guy just looks cool, bro. Look at him. This guy, I like the concept of the skin, but I didn't get much of him because I didn't care at the time, but it's a cool looking skin and a cool idea overall. Next, we have this skin. Now this skin is favorited because this was a skin that got me through the hard times, bro. If I didn't have V-Bucks or Save the World or anything going for me, I had the Sky Stalker. This skin is so hard, bro, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Next we have another Save the World skin, just like this one right here. It's the one that you get for free for playing Save the World at the time. It was cool. I messed with it. Would it be a legendary nowadays in terms of what we have? No, but it's nice. Next we have this battle pass skin from last season, and look at this stuff. Look at how hard he looks. Like, because I maxed it out, I just get to have all this. It's super dope, bro. Look at him. He's literally evil. He reminds me of that one guy from Invincible, the robot guy. Next we move on to Raptor. If you ever watched Z-Day, you know this skin. I got this skin because I thought it was just hard, period. Just like the Sky Stalker. This we have like the Iggy Azalea looking skin. She's alright. I didn't really think much of her. Chapter 3, Season 4. It is what it is, you know, we move on. Next we have Chapter 4, Season 1. This skin is pretty dope. Like that Raven type vibe, and I know I'm thinking of an anime character, I just don't remember who that gives me this type of vibe, but it's dope. Next we have Mizuki. Now this is a dope skin. I mess with it. I think she was the tier 100 for last season. Yeah, if I remember correctly. She's peak, bro. She has the acrylics like I always rave on about. She's an Asian woman too, bro. Shout out to the Asian community. Shout out to every race on the planet. But she's just a fire skin. Next we have Malik. A cool design, honestly. He's pretty dope looking. I'm not gonna hate on him. Next we have Lynx. I remember this skin because it was the battle pass. I think it was a tier 100. I don't remember, but it was alright. It wasn't anything crazy. It reminds me of like Catwoman in a sense, but with a more like futuristic tech. This guy, season 5, mid skin. I don't really care for it. But next to him is another season 5 skin, Drift. I think the tier 100 skin. And this guy is so iconic to people in Fortnite. This guy gets skin on top of skin because he's so liked. And it's hard, like I ain't gonna lie, when this skin came out, he was dope looking, so I can't even hate on him. Yeah, season 6. I don't think this guy was the tier 100. I definitely don't think so. But he's dope, you know, I gotta give him to him because it's just Jonesy. Next we have this skin. This skin I do remember buying, Deadeye. This skin is hard. Just look at it, Doug. Just look at it. It's so cool. I didn't even know that he had this either. This is just cool, bro. Like, look at him. He's so fire. Next you have season 6. I think she was the tier 100. Either that or the tier 1. She's cool. I don't really have much for her. It's just that you start off like this and you turn into this. Chapter 1 definitely had those skins where they evolved into something crazy. While the other ones that we have nowadays, it's just literally, oh, you know, we have different styles. So whichever you prefer, I think both of them are cool. This skin is the tier 100 for season 2, chapter 1. And this skin used to be my main squeeze back when I used to play this game and I didn't have any money or save the world or nothing. This skin, I would wear it everywhere. And people are like, oh, if you have this skin, your account's worth so much money. And it's like, nah, I mean, I guess. But I just think the skin's hard, bro. Like, look at him. He's so cool. Another anime skin, All Might. And this It's for the culture. I watch My Hero, so it's like, oh shoot, All Might is here. I'm gonna cop it just because I want the Toshinori version. I don't care about the All Might version. I just want this, bro. Next, we move on to season 6 with AIM. I don't really care for the skin. I didn't really care for season 6 in general. But now we move on to the icon skins, right? So here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, a legendary character, iconic. I watched the Star Wars prequel trilogy like almost a year ago. So when this skin came out, or when it came back around in the store, I immediately had to cop it. Especially when the Padme and Anakin bundle had to come around. Copped it, haven't worn it in a while, but this skin is so fire. Has no style, but I just gotta respect it, bro. Look at him. This is the Disney Plus version of him. But regardless of that, Ewan McGregor went hard, bro. Next we have Luke Skywalker. Same deal. When he came around, immediate cop. He's so fire. He's so hard. Look at this skin. Look at this skin. Look at this skin. This was the one that I wear the most. We have this from Chapter 3, Season 3. It was the Darth Vader Battle Pass. Because Darth Vader just shows up and just force pulls you toward him and then just stabs you with a lightsaber, bro. He's literally such a menace. On to the Stormtrooper, the Clone Trooper. He's cool. I got him with the Darth Maul thing that they had last season. I would have copped Darth Maul. I'm spending too many V-Bucks on these Star Wars characters. I'm gonna have so many that I'm gonna lose the plot. So the final Star Wars skin that I have in this collection is Anakin Skywalker. So for a little lore in my life, I used to have an Anakin Revenge of the Sith figure, literally this Anakin, when I was younger. And I was like, oh shoot, I don't use it that much, so let me send it over to the Dominican Republic in a box that my mom used to do. I never saw that figure ever again. I miss it to this day. I don't know why I ever sent it, but as a kid, I don't know why I did a lot of things in my life. But next we move on to the skin, Spider-Man Zero. This is the first Spider-Man skin, like actual Spider-Man, not like Spider-Man character skin that I got. And the reason why I got it was because Reaper actually bought it for me with his V-Bucks. Because at the time, I didn't have any of these icon skins that I had, like any of these characters. To this day, I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. Always appreciate it, man. Next, for Chapter 4, Season 2, we got Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, my favorite looking Spider-Man suit, so fire. I saw him in Edge of Time, that Spider-Man PS3 game, where it was Anti-Venom, it was normal Peter Parker, and it was him. So cool. Next, we have Miles Morales, the Across the Spider-Verse version, my favorite rendition of Miles ever. In reality, I've only ever seen two, which is the Insomniac one and then this one. But overall, such a fire Spider-Man. Such a great 2-movie run, and I can't wait for the third one to come out, bro. The shoes that he wears in the movie, the red ones that he has, one of my friends gifted them to me. And the reason why I like them so much is because they're just a fire-looking shoe. They're clean. But also because J. Cole has some on in 2014 Forest Hills Drive, one of my favorite albums from him. And Miles wears them too. Then we get on to Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen. She's the same deal. I mess with her. I mess with the vibes. Her and Miles in the 2018 movie were so fire. Her and Miles in this movie, I'm not even gonna mention it, dog. It's wow. But next we move on to Uncle Aaron, the Prowler, fire character, bro. I wish we could have seen the 2018 version of him in this skin. But I actually have a story with this skin. This is one of the few skins I actually owned from like any icon skin when I came back to this game. After a long time, after grinding and just getting all these skins, I realized like, shoot, Uncle Aaron held me down when I was nobody, you know? When I was nobody, he was there. And now when I'm somebody, he's still there. So I gotta give my thanks to Uncle Aaron, bro, the Prowler. I don't mess with the purple and green because purple and green just aren't really that good of a color combination together. Next we move on to the final Marvel skin that I have, Gamora. One of the first skins that I got when I came back to this game. I don't even like Gamora that much. I think she's cool, but nothing crazy. I just like the way that she looks in this skin. But next we have Ikora Rey, the Destiny bundle. You can see I have a lot of Destiny skins. She's fire, you know. And it's funny enough, her and Gamora have like that same thing, except Gamora has it on her skin. Ikora has it literally as makeup. I mess with Ikora, you know, I wish I had like a Cade bundle in this game. Hopefully with the new DLC coming out for Destiny, maybe they'll bring him back, but I don't know. Then we have Geralt of Rivia. I never watched The Witcher, I never played The Witcher, so I can't really say much on it. He's a cool looking guy though, just look at him. He looks chiseled, he looks crazy, he's fire. Next, we have the Exo Stranger, Elsie Bray, Elizabeth Bray. She's so fire, bro. Definitely my favorite Destiny skin. Definitely one of my favorite characters in Destiny overall. She's just so cool. Then we have Doomslayer. I never played Doom. He's cracked from what I hear. He's cracked like Kratos cracked. But then we have the final skin in my locker. And how fitting is it that it's Zavala, Commander Zavala. Rest in peace, Lance Reddick. May God rest your soul. Fire skin. I don't use you much, but you are him. You are Commander Zavala. But that's everybody though. That's all the skins that I have. Again, I'm not gonna go over these ones. I'm gonna show you my loadouts. So here they are. You know, I have Elsie Bray, Gamora, Ikora, Zavala, Toshinori, Lucas, because it's just George Lucas. You have Imani, again, fire skin, Anakin, Ben, Miles, and Miguelito. It's so fire. This is the one I was talking about with the ageless champion where it's literally just stairs, bro. It's so cool. Genuinely so cool. But that's basically it for now. I wanted to add a little gaming video since all that LB6 stuff has just been dominating the channel for like the past 3 weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little chiller and laid back video. I am going to do one for Overwatch, so stay tuned for that. And we're just going to be going back into like the flow of the channel that we're used to, you know? Not daily uploads, but whatever I can upload whenever I can, you know? So hope you guys are excited for that. I'll see you all in the next video. And until then, this has been Infamous Isaac, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.